I'm Donna Bush with your CID-TV News Brief and weather forecast. Thanks as always for being here with us. Well, today, June the 1st, marks the start of the 2021 hurricane season, which is predicted to be more than above average this year. Staff at the Hazard Management Cayman Islands Department remain very busy as they focus on the season and how to keep Cayman Islands residents prepared at all times.
A couple of the things that we're doing right now at the Hazard Management Office is we have the National Emergency Notification app that's going to be rolled out late June to early July. And that's a great app to download on your phone. So you can get all the audio alerts of something significant. Obviously, we wouldn't be doing it for anything other than a really big event, but it is an audio recording. So you will make sure you can be up to date with the latest information. Again, we have our website and our Facebook and our Instagram accounts that are constantly getting feed through, as well as Twitter. So we're trying to get out there in all avenues. We appreciate that, during a hurricane, for example, comms may go down. So it's really critical that we think of different contingency plans to communicate with the public and work very closely with communicators, public educators and so forth to make sure we're all ready. We're doing a lot of presentations in schools. We do approximately 40 to 50 a year to make sure the kids are ready. And again, that's an all-hazard approach. We've been working very hard with our community emergency response teams, and we've just finished a training about a month ago, training a general team. So usually we focus on a specific community because that's what community emergency response teams are. But this year we've figured, because of last year, it's important to make sure anyone who wants to avail of that training and doesn't necessarily have a team in place in their community, that they can come and take advantage of it. Again, it's a free training. It's up to about 40 hours of training. Covers things like search and rescue, first aid, damage assessments, a whole array of different things. So we're trying to make sure as many people in Cayman Islands are trained up to that level. We trained last year at the Little Cayman and as well Sister Cayman Brac the year before. So we've got some really good resources in the Sister Islands. And again, sometimes it might mean that we train certs, we deploy certs from the Cayman Brac, for example, to Grand or potentially to the Little Cayman. So cert teams are a fundamental part of our response.
Home and business owners can visit caymanprepared.ky for important information on how to keep their families, properties, and pets safe during a hurricane and how to be prepared during this season. Well, the 14th Annual Youth Parliament has come and gone, but the impact left on the young parliamentarians involved will last a lifetime. After months of preparation, the time came last Saturday for the students to debate their topics as if they were actual members of Parliament. Youth parliamentarians received praise for their performances, hard work, involvement, and engagement in this year's Youth Parliament by Speaker of the House, the Honourable Makiva Bush, and Parliament Clerk, Ms. Zina Marin. Now, the group then had the chance to gather with family and friends at a reception held in their honor, where they were able to speak with us.
I'm glad that they give young Caymanians the opportunity to voice their opinions and to have that experience in the Parliament, because we aren't really exposed to all of the formalities. So it's good to step into their shoes for a little bit and really feel the power of making a decision and how that process goes through.
As a youth representative, it's always nice to get out in your community and to, explore your options, as in to say, you have a voice in the Cayman Islands, and as a youth, it's important to use that voice.
At the beginning, it was kind of stressful trying to get everything together, especially when we had to postpone it and then figure out when to do it again. But then the debate, it was actually kind of exciting, going into the chamber, getting ready to do my speech. I was like, ah, but also ah.
It was a great experience. This was actually my second year, and I absolutely love it. It's fun to interact with others. You get to meet new people, interact with the parliamentarians, and Ms. Zina is honestly the best.
My most favorite part, I'd say, was going into the youth parliament with some, with the decorum, with all of our suits on. We kind of stood together as a government, as people, and in that sense we were all part of the government, even the opposition obviously, but we were all there together as Caymanians and students coming from different schools, and it just felt we were united as a body.
It's let me meet a lot of different people. It's let me really test my ability at public speaking, which I think is really necessary for I think it's just a really great skill to have and just to learn for anybody going into any field.
The young people received certificates and plaques while sponsors were thanked for their contribution. Taking a look at the forecast, the high temperature reached 89 degrees, the low 78. We can expect partly cloudy skies with a 40% chance of showers and some possible thunder as we saw earlier today. Showers may be locally heavy at times. Meantime, winds are from the east to southeast, 5 to 10 knots, becoming 5 knots or less into the evening. Sea conditions are slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. Now, the synopsis calls for light winds and slight seas with some isolated showers, which are expected over the Cayman Islands area for the next 24 hours. It's associated with an upper level trough that's actually over the Western Caribbean. A reminder that you can find the latest on local weather conditions online at weather.gov.ky. Again, that's to find out the latest in our local weather conditions. And that's it for today's news brief here on CIG Television. I'm Donna Bush, as always, inviting you back here again tomorrow evening and thanking you for joining us this evening. Until then, have a great night.